Hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This is question and answers. Today is Tuesday. We have a lot of questions to get through. What was I going to say? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well so far this week. I'm doing okay. Yesterday I uploaded The Story Continues, so go watch that if you haven't. Thank you guys for supporting Dr. Ken. I very much appreciate it over at Indigo Corner. What was I gonna say? My mind just went blank. That's pretty par for the course for me. Anyway, moving on from that. If you want a personal reading, you can look in my description on the channel for the link, or you can email me at moonlightergy15@gmail.com and I will send you the link. Okay. Also look out for the links to the small business Monday links I talked about, businesses I talked about yesterday, and The Story Continues. Okay. So let's just jump right in. All right, so let me put my glasses on. Let me clean them first of all. Okay. All right, first question is from, a lot of the questions were repeated. Okay, a lot of you asked similar questions, so if I answer, so like a lot of you, for example, asked about Russia, so that answer will be towards all of you guys, okay? All right. Oh. Okay, so it says, hi Ken. This question is from EDG6638. Hi Ken. Hello Edie. I really enjoy your channeling. When 46 is arrested for his crimes, will his two older male offsprings be arrested too for their stupidity? What's going on with them? Have not heard a word from them. Are they working for 45 in any capacity in the White House? I don't know. Will he be arrested, Donald Trump? Don't know. I do not know. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to pull this out. I usually don't use this. This is for the pendulum. Okay, so as you can see, yes, no. Where the no's are, right to right is no. Front to back is yes. Around is maybe. Okay. First of all. Okay. Spirit guides, are you with me? They're always with me. It says yes. Okay, can you clear the center, please? Will Donald Trump be arrested? Will Donald Trump be arrested? Oh wow, it's saying yes now. Interesting. It is saying yes. Will Donald... Okay, clear the center, please. Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2025? Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2025? Saying no. Interesting. That's different. Let's use the rods. Again, guys. Me and the rods. Me and the rods. Okay, but you guys seem to like them, so. Alright. Spirit guides, are you with me here? Spirit guides, are you with me? Okay. All right, back to center, please. Back to center. Okay. All right. Will Donald Trump be arrested? 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 I could feel the energy pushing. It's so weird. It's so strange. Okay, it's a slow yes. All right, back to center, please. Spirits, please back to center. It just doesn't work as well when I'm sitting. It's just, it's hard for me. The slowness of it. I could feel the energy. I could feel them pushing it, but it's just so slow. And if anyone has any advice, it works fine when I'm standing, but I can't stand. So, all right. Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2025? It's moving outward, moving away from each other. Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2025? Will Donald Trump? Okay, I'm going to take that as a no. All right, back to center. Back to center, please. I'll help you along. Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2026? Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2026? Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2026? Okay, saying yes. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. It has always told me no up until now. Something has shifted. Interesting how that happens. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to get to the rest of your question, Edie. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2026? Will Donald Trump be arrested in 2026? Okay, saying yes here. Okay. And the rest of your question was, that's so interesting. Let's see why. What changed? Getting new answers here, guys. Well, the rest of his offspring, his 2 sons, his 2 older males. I don't from Eric and what are their names? He could have more children. We don't even know about it. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. What is his name? What? Eric and... See, this is how much they mean to me. I don't pay attention to these people. Don Jr. Don Jr. Anyway, let's see. I feel like they wouldn't want them. I don't know. Okay. Will Don Jr. go to jail? Will he be arrested? Will Don Jr. be arrested? It's saying no. Okay, back to center. Okay. Will Eric Trump be arrested? Will Eric Trump be arrested? Will Eric Trump be arrested? Saying no. So there's your answer. Okay. The answer is no. I want to look at, well, why would he be arrested? I mean, we know why, right? But the energy always told me no up until now. That is so fascinating how that happens. I'm going to pull 3. These cards are wonky, but that's okay. I'm going to pull 3 true crime cards. Why would Donald Trump be arrested? If they can tell me. So interesting. Jeez. Says greed on the top. Greed. I saw that the first time I picked the cards up, so I'll pick that. Obviously greed. That goes without saying. Couple. This came up. I saw this yesterday. Couple. Him and his love affair with Elon Musk, perhaps? Guys, everything I say here is alleged. This is for entertainment purposes and informational purposes only, okay? Inside. Again, this card. Is there an inside man? Maybe there's an inside man. Healing. I said 3. I'll pull 1 more. Landfill again. This card came up. This is the 3rd time for him. Garbage. Hiding something. Bodies, maybe. Interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Let's pull these other true crime cards real quick. I know I'm spinning. This is a new development for me. Okay, so I have to. This is very fascinating. I put my glasses on. The truth seeker. Something is, like I said, something's happening. This is crazy. The truth seeker. Commit to a relentless pursuit of the truth. Question assumptions and challenge preconceived notions. Your dedication to seeking truth will lead to greater insight and understanding. Maybe the inside person is seeking the truth. Someone on the inside. What did Biden say? There are many eyes watching him in a way that he in a way that has never been watched. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh crap. Let me grab some cards. Story of my life. Let's move. All right. Okay. Next question. Do you see Trump ordering our military to defend Russia or bringing back the draft? I got this question a lot about Trump sending the military to Ukraine. I mean, that would be, listen, I'm going to take a look at this, but that will be a grave mistake because Ukraine is a member of the ICC and Russia has already committed crimes against humanity there. That would be the worst thing he has ever done, the worst decision he has made. And I'm not saying it should happen, but it would be a puzzle piece. Okay, it would be the worst decision he's made. That would be bad. Oh, that would be bad. That would show, I mean, he's already allegedly committed treason. You know, my nose is itching. But if he did something like that, that would be his downfall. He would be the one to suffer. That would be crazy. All right, let's see. Well, let me look at the question again. You guys have really good questions. You guys, even your energy has shifted. I want you to know that. Even if you don't feel it. I know there's a lot going on. There's a lot of scary stuff. But we're shifting. And if you let yourself, if you pull yourself, if you meditate, or if you do something that lifts you up a little, you'll notice. Okay. Do you see Trump ordering our military to defend Russia? Will Donald Trump order our U.S. military to defend Russia? Will Donald Trump order our U.S. military to defend Russia? Saying no. He's saying no. Let's ask the rods. Will Donald Trump order our military to defend Russia against Ukraine? Will Donald Trump order our military to defend Russia against Ukraine? It's not moving. It's moving like this. I feel it's doing this. He's that in... I'm going to ask that question with Ukraine. Will Donald Trump order our military to defend Russia against Ukraine? Will Donald Trump... Okay, so it's saying no. So it's saying no. The rods just don't work for me. Yeah. it just takes so much energy. I can feel the energy behind it. I don't quite know why they don't move for me. It feels like so much effort when I'm sitting. Maybe it's something to do with my the energy is pressed down for the rods, and when I use them I have to use so much energy, so I need to stand to do it. But I really don't like them. I don't like them. I want to. Maybe, I don't know, we need to have a talk or something. Go on a date. I have no idea. Let's try one more time. Spirit guides, are you with me? They're there. I can feel them pushing it. Okay. Back to center. Okay. Maybe I need to grip them more firmly. Will Donald Trump use the military to defend Russia against Ukraine? Will Donald Trump use the military to defend Russia against Ukraine? They're moving apart. They're drifting. There they go. The answer is no. It's a slow no. Okay. I don't sense that. I don't sense a draft either. That would be the biggest mistake. That would be the biggest mistake. That would fully reveal him. He's revealed already, but nuh-uh. No, I don't even feel that. Okay, next question. Misty E7523. Hello, Misty. Wait. Oh, sorry. I got very confused just now. I'm at a breaking point today. Question is, when will this madness stop? Will he be stopped before creating any more damage? Well, Misty, I can't tell you when this will stop. Honestly, you see how the question about him, I've always said I don't see him being arrested. The answer was always no. I don't. I've seen him be questioned, but I've never seen him actually get arrested. Or the answer has always been no, but now it's saying yes. So you see how the things shift and energy shifts? I believe probably because I think it's like we're all made of energy, right? And so I immediately saw Elon Musk being arrested. I still see the image of of him being arrested and how it's going to happen. So his is progressing faster, whereas maybe with Donald's, for me, in the energy, it was slower, so I didn't see it. Other people might have seen it. But as to when this will end, I don't see us going into the fall. I could say that tentatively. I don't see us going into the fall. Things are progressing so quickly. I feel it in the energy that is faster now because of his behavior and what's happening with this administration. So it hasn't even, he's trying to do so many things within the 100 days, you know, and he's trying to, he's emboldened now because he won by cheating. And so it's so many, I'm going to get into that, but back to your question. I can't tell you when this will end. I don't see it. And again, it could change. but I don't see this going into the fall time. I just don't. It's so many terrible things and good things. Good things too. We have to look at the wins, guys. We can't just look at every little single thing he says and does, because 98% of the things he says is nonsense. It literally can't happen because he's a dummy, you know. So we have to focus on the good things that are happening and inform ourselves. The information is power, is the messages, my guides, the people I channel. We are powerful, okay? I want you to take care of yourself, Misty, because right now that's the most control we have. The number one way to have control. Will he be stopped before creating any more damage? I believe so. A lot of the things that are trying to be done has already been paused, and people are suing, and he's losing lawsuits left and right. So there's that. Okay. Next question. Gray Raven Tarot. Is the Orange Menace ordering troops to go to Russia to assist Putin against Ukraine? I answered that. If this is true, this seems to be the catalyst that gets ripped out. Yeah, I mean, yes, that's what I'm saying. It would be pretty. The energy says no. I'm not saying it's, you know what I feel? It's like right now it's a no. I don't, but what would he, how would he, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to look at this in two different ways, right? His way, he's irrational, he's a child, he seeks revenge, you know, if he feels crossed. He's petty. Would he's emboldened now. Would he cross that line? He wants to be a dictator. He wants, you know, people to fear him. Would he cross that line, and would they let him cross that line is the question. I could see in his energy him considering it and even saying it out loud. That's what I'll do. And I could see, my guides are showing me people saying, like, doing this to him, like, no, we can't do that. It's, you know, tempering him. We could do it this way, you know. I could see him doing that. And it would be a terrible mistake. It would be a terrible mistake. And so, I don't see it happening. My guides are saying no. Though at the same time is not out of the realm of possibilities. But it won't get to that point. It won't get to that point. I'm asking my guys, what would it take for it to get to that point? And they're just saying it won't. They're saying he has too many people there to stop him. Like he's talked about that. My nose is so itchy. That means my intuition is working. He's talked about that. I could see it. I could see them. I could see him saying it. They're showing me that. And they're constantly saying, they're tempering this man, this child. And they keep showing me Mark Rutte. because he knows that he could go there. He knows Trump. He knows him. He knows the type of person he is, you know? So, yeah. I hope that answered your question. All right. Next question. Michelle J. 5217. I'm dyslexic, guys, so I might get your name mixed up. It's how my brain works. Do you see the Medicaid cuts going through? This will truly devastate so many people. Yes, it will devastate a lot of people. And the people who will suffer the most are the people who are in the red states, because they are already with Medicaid. It's already horrible there. All right, let's see. Will the Medicaid cuts go through? Will the Medicaid cuts go through? Will Medicaid cuts go through? Okay, so it's saying no. And I saw that. And I just heard the people, you know, the states won't. The red states, let me see. The red states are, if you know, and not just with Donald Trump being the president, but the red states, you know, like Alabama, Mississippi, they have the worst health care. In Georgia, Texas, I'm not sure about Texas, but I know for sure Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida have the least insured people because their system is way worse. It's tough. They have the least insured, and they have the highest mortality rate because they have the least insured. And guess who are the ones who suffer the most because of that? The poor and black and brown people. Oh dear. Let's see. Why wouldn't it go through? I'm going to pull real quick, okay? But this has been an issue. Seven of Wands. Defend. It will be defended. It will be defended. That's why. Give me one more. This has been for years and years. This, you know, these states suffer. They don't put anything into their people. One more. Why? That Seven of Wands jumped right out. Three of Pentacles. It'll be a tough fight, but it's not going to go through. Okay? Four of Pentacles, and I see the Ten of Pentacles. It's about money. A lot of these companies make money off of Medicaid. You'd be surprised. Well, maybe not. Millions and millions of dollars they get from Medicaid. A lot of these medical facilities and agencies, and you know, it's a bread and butter sort of thing with Medicaid. But the reason why it won't go through is because the Seven of Wands here, a lot of states will be defending this. A lot of representatives will be saying no. These cuts, because it's going to affect, even I'm being shown in the energy that even reps, their family, their older family members, or, you know, they even have family members who have Medicaid. Okay, and someone asked me about Social Security too. In the building, you know, they're closing a lot of offices, and a lot of them I saw were where in the red states. Okay, Three of Pentacles, collaboration, and the Nine of Wands, the light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to be a tough fight, but it's not going to go through. It's going to be tough, though. Okay? All right. Next question. MUAH 7469. Will Russia invade America? And is Trump trying to help them? They already have. It's happening live and in color. You mean, I know what you mean, though. I'm being facetious. I know what you mean. You mean literally troops. That would be insane. They don't have money. They don't have... Russia is struggling. Okay? Even Putin's energy feels weak, too, when I touch on it. I'm not saying he's weak, but all this disruption, he's trying to destabilize our country. He's trying to do that. That's the master plan here. That's why Trump is there. And I don't think Trump fully understands that concept of... He doesn't understand that. He thinks he's in his power, Donald Trump. And I'm not just speaking, I'm saying what I've seen in their energy, in his energy. Especially after the reading I did yesterday. And looking at him and Zelensky. He's trying to make a mark for himself. All the things that people have said about him, he has seen it. The fact that he didn't win, that Biden beat him, really destroyed him in a way. It really, really knocked him down. Okay, so he's trying to do something now here, and with Putin, there's so many things happening. He idolizes him because he thinks he is a dictator who has so much power. And I see in their relationship multiple things that neither one of them know about each other. It's like two-faced, they're both two-faced against each other. And I'm sure he has things against him, and I'm sure Putin has things against Trump, which is par for the course. He's a bag man, Donald Trump. So, but he is here to destabilize the government. And so that means destabilizing not because it's literally, I don't know if that's what I feel like he wasn't necessarily told that is what you need to do. Because he has his own agenda. Like I said, you can't control Donald Trump, really. You can't control him. You can, but yes, he is here to destabilize the government. And, I don't think it feels like he doesn't know that's what he's here to do. Exactly. He's here, in his mind, with his own agenda, he's here to make a mark and to say he did something. When really he's just a tool used by the disruptor to destabilize our country. And is it working? Is it working? I don't know. Let's answer your question. Well, Russia, sounds insane to me, but will Russia invade America? Would Russia invade America? No. It's saying no. Okay, back to center. Is Donald Trump here to destabilize our country for Russia? Is Donald Trump here to destabilize our country? It's saying yes. I feel like you don't need to be a psychic for that, though. back to center, please. Is Donald Trump aware that he is here to destabilize our country? Saying no. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I feel. He's a dummy. And I'm not saying this to take responsibility from him. But it's like Putin is saying one thing to him and boosting him up in some way, while also not knowing you can't control him. He's like wildfire. He doesn't know how to be chill with things. So like the meeting didn't go his way, and like I saw cutting the 10 of Pentacles in reverse as an outcome, him cutting the funding now. You know, so he's yeah. So the answer is no. Okay. Next question. Hold on. I just keep losing my place. Where am I here? Where am I here? Oh, okay. Let's see what I did. See, my brain is just this is the same about Russia. Kirsten T 5837. Will the military be ordered to back Russia over the Ukraine? No. Will the military be the one to take Trump down? Let's ask. Okay, back to center. Will the military be the one to take Trump down? Will the military be the one to take Trump down? Saying maybe. It's circling. Okay, so maybe. Alright. Next question. Learning the 1111. I had a dream last night that when 45 gives his speech today, he will get confused. I saw that too. I felt that too. And cut it short and stumble or fall while leaving the stage. I also have a feeling he wants to send troops to help. No, he wants to, but he won't. How will the speech go? Will he try to send our troops, and if so, will the military comply? He wants to. I see it in my mind. They showed me that he said it out loud. But they're like, no. No, we can't do that right. We can't. How will the speech go? I'm going to pull real quick. Like I said, it's not completely out of the realm of possibilities. Meaning, and I don't mean that it will happen. I don't see it. And they're saying, my guys are saying, there's too many people to temper him to say that's not a good idea. It's not a good look. But he, you know, he it won't get to that point, is what I understand. But he has talked about it. I can say that. That would be the end. I'm not saying I want it to happen. That will be the complete end. If those of you who has been asking, what would this look like? That would be the end. You would know if that happened. That would be it. That would be the end. That will be the end if something like that was to happen. For him, I mean. Okay. How will the speech go? Alright. Where are we in time? How will the speech go? How will Trump's speech go? It's gonna be okay. We have the Strength card. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. I definitely see him just going off script. He's, you know, the thing about Trump is he's predictable. He's unpredictable. At the same time, he's very predictable. And it's going to be a mess. But the Strength card is here in Ace of Pentacles, so we'll see. Maybe he'll have a good day. And whatever's holding him together will work. Justice. Interesting. What are y'all telling me here? What would be the ultimate outcome? Feels like my guys just said this is a message for them. Not. I'm asked about the speech though. He's the. You know what, guys? My guys just said this is a message. This is the answer your question of how his speech will go. My guide said, tell them these cards are for you guys. That's what they said. This is for them. That's crazy. Okay, one more. This is for them. Ace of Swords. Okay. This isn't about him. It's related to his speech. Strength. Ace of Pentacles. Justice. I'll show you. Strength. Ace of Pentacles. Justice. I just heard the word keys. The keys. Death. Ace of Swords. I just heard the word the keys. When you guys, if you watch this speech, my guide said this is a message for them. This isn't about how his speech will go. That's crazy. And if you don't believe me, I'm sure you believe me. But just to be sure, I'm going to ask my guides to show in the pendulum. Okay. Are these cards about the collective? Are these cards about the collective? Okay. So you see it swinging, yes. That's amazing. Okay. I'm just listening to them. Okay, guys. They just said, tell them when you watch this speech, or they said when they watch this speech, they will know their strength. Okay. Something will unlock. A new knowing. Okay. They will want justice. Something will unlock a new knowing. And they will know justice is coming. It will be the information will be transformational. for them. They said, tell them they must not be worried because the truth is on the way. Okay? That was crazy. That was crazy. And they said the keys, and then they mentioned unlock. All right, there you go. It wasn't about him. It was about, they said this, you know, whatever he's going to say, speak, it's going to unlock something in the collective. Let him talk. Like I said, let him keep talking. That was crazy. Thank you for that question. That wouldn't have happened, I think, if you didn't ask. All right. DM3133. Will our allies ever trust us again? Yeah, they will. As soon as he's gone. As soon as he goes. They'll welcome us with open arms. Okay. Will our allies ever trust us again? Will our allies ever trust us again? Yes. Will it be under Donald Trump? Back to center, I'm sorry. Will it be under Donald Trump? It said no immediately. It said, oh no, we don't have to go back to center. It's saying no. Okay. The most thing most countries want is peace. The right countries, anyway. I'm going to pull one card for that. This one's going to... Yeah, they will. They sure will. The Fool. Alright. It's about new beginnings. Okay. Brittany R0005. How much longer will this continue on? And how much damage will be done? I don't believe he will die or even get God. Believe it. I believe he will suffer tremendously. Okay. Like I answered Misty, I can't tell you when. I said I don't see it going into the fall. And it said he will be arrested, so we'll see. But I think for you, Brittany, is take care of yourself, inform yourself with information, think about how you could increase your strength if you're not feeling strong. That message, the strength card, my God said this is a message for them. They want you to focus on yourselves, but whatever's going to come out, it's going to, I just feel like this month in particular is going to be so revealing. I don't feel heaviness. And I was in the shower the other day, and I was in the shower the other day. It was March 1st, actually. And I was thinking about my family and just, that's why I do my big girl thinking underwater. So my guys were like, oh, Kimberly, your family's going to be okay. They're really going to be all right. Especially this month is going to be really good. And a new feeling sort of went through me of like joy and a lightness, and that, I'm knocking on wood, feeling has stayed so far. So things are shifting. Even you, Brittany, you're shifting and changing. We have to look at it. Could be subtle. We have to look at the changes. Okay. All right. Next question. Kim, hello Kim. Kim T2011. How will this week and next week end for Trump and the U.S. since Canada, Mexico, and China are now imposing tariffs on the U.S. due to Trump's policies? I'm not laughing at that, but I'm laughing at it. I did a reading sorry, my phone, someone texted me. I did a reading yesterday regarding Trump and this upcoming week. So go look at that if you haven't. The end of the week doesn't look good for him. Okay, so I'll probably do the following week on Friday when I do the story continues. Okay, but go look back if you haven't at the reading I did for Trump for this upcoming week. He got the tower, and I'll get to, I saw a question in there. It's the last question, but I'll just do a little preview. The tower could be the market crashing. I'll talk more about that, okay? But that could be his tower moment. So we'll see. Could be something else. But his tower is there right at the end of the week. Waiting for him. All right, next question. Lone Phantom 756. Will Merrick Garland ever be held accountable for what was either cowardice, corruption, incompetence, or some combination of these? I think he has been held accountable by public. He didn't technically do anything illegal. He did a lot of observing and sidelining. But the law is very, I'm not a lawyer, okay? A lot of us who aren't lawyers don't understand how the law necessarily works. And what I've learned about the law is that there are a lot of ways you could do things and not even break the law. But we could look at someone and be like, morally, that's not the same, We could look at someone and be like, he's not doing his job, or he's not doing anything. But I do see that, maybe sometimes he felt like this isn't big enough, or it's not enough, I'm not defending the guy, but no, he's not going to be thrown in prison, He's not going to be, the public opinion on him is enough for him to, I think that's enough consequence for him. Let's see how he feels about how he did his job. I'm going to pull 3 quick cards. The Hierophant. Interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. This is his card also. I could feel it in the energy of what I just heard. Yeah. He might have some regrets. The Hierophant. Okay. institutions, governments, you know, following the law, doing things traditionally. That's what he did. That's how he felt like I represented my institution. I followed the law. I did things the traditional way. I made some big decisions with the lovers here. He's not worried about his reputation. He's saying I followed the law. I analyzed and reviewed things, and I made decisions people didn't like. The Wheel of Fortune. He feels he stayed true to being the oath he took. I tend to agree with him. And I'll tell you why in a second. 9 of Swords. He does regret some choices he made. I'm looking at this objectively. Yes, some things you could look at someone in a position of power and be like, why aren't you doing anything? What more needs to happen for you to do something? And the answer is that I see he scrutinized and analyzed things. Lawyers have a very clinical, they can have a shrewd, right? When you look at lawyers who defend criminals, and the law is the law. Even if the person did something, if it's not proven, even with prosecutors who don't go after things, who don't prosecute and decide we can't indict this person, and the first reaction of regular people who aren't lawyers is to say, you're not doing your job, you're not doing anything. But that may not be necessarily the truth. I kind of don't see it in his energy. He feels he did what he had to do as head of DOJ. He is a lawyer. That's what he felt. I can only tell you what he felt, and I get it. I can't argue with that. I may not have agreed with a lot of his, in the court of public opinion, it's not good for him, but he has some regrets of some of the choices he made. But there you go. Okay, it's tough. I wouldn't want to be in his position. Okay. Next question. Will America be voting in May? I like that question. We will be voting a few times this year. I hope you guys are paying attention to the seats that are up. We can't give up here. We still have to. It is our duty, for those of you who are in states where primaries are happening and seats are available, please don't stay at home. Anyway, and I know some of you are going to say, oh, they cheated. How is that going to matter? Blah, blah, blah. They don't care about that. You think they care? The point was to get Trump in. You think they care about anything else? They don't care. He's in. They're gonna do whatever they want. Doesn't matter who's in charge of the House, or they don't care. They still doing what they want. So, and even then they're being stopped. Okay. So check out what's going on. At least be informed there. That was my tough, firm Chem voice, okay? What would be voting in May? Let's see. I think I know what you mean. And I'm going to... Okay. Do you mean for president? Well, I'll ask that. I'm assuming that's what you meant. I feel like my God just said yes. Okay. Will we be voting for a new president in May? Will we be voting for a new president in May? Will we be voting for, it's saying maybe. It's circling. It's circling. Maybe. Okay. But energies can change. You see what happened with me with the arrest with Donald Trump. Okay. We'll be voting. Next question. Just a million more to go. It is My Heart 245. Is Donald Trump's plan to switch our currency to crypto and end FDIC? That will be that will be so stupid. FDIC protection. A plot to take both from our country and our funds and have it remain undetectable. What is the reason behind him wanting banks to close bank accounts with under a certain amount of funds? I can't answer that because I don't know about that. Okay, but I can answer your first question. Crypto? I'll tell y'all what. If that happens, well, I'll get to that. I'm starting to remember a lot of the questions. You guys know I just have no idea. Oh, here it is. I'm down to one pendulum. I need to buy. I can't find my other one. All right, let's look at your question again. Is his plan to switch our currency to crypto? That would be the most insane thing ever. That would be so. Is Donald Trump's plan to switch our currency to crypto? Is Donald Trump's plan to switch our currency to crypto? It's saying maybe. He just has ideas that he doesn't realize how dumb they are. Okay, I can't answer you. Someone else could answer about the banks and why, why he. Banks do that though. When you have, will they do that? I don't know. I feel like that they won't. He could. I want y'all to understand something. He's not all powerful. Okay, he could say. He could write a million decrees as the king, but he's not the king. Okay. The states all hold the power. He works for the states at the end of the day, even though he says he's not. He doesn't. And they could order things, but they also could do what they want. Not what they want, but I mean, they make the decision. The states make the choices. Okay. One thing he is mistaken. Well, I'll get to that. Next question. Okay. Nina H56273. Hello, Nina. Would you be able to look at what will happen with our food supply, the things happening to the farming community and the laborers that will no longer be here? Pick the crops. What will be the outcome of the farmers and immigrants? Will the damages be undone somehow? I will have to do this. I want to do this reading, actually. I want to go in depth with this, so I'm not going to... I'll pull one card. I'm going to read. Yeah, I am. I'm going to answer this question on Friday, okay? And more in depth. I'm going to do a reading on that. But give me a card for the ultimate outcome, please, regarding our food supply. It'll be okay. Temperance. Yes, balance will be brought back somehow. But the ultimate outcome, my guides are saying temperance. Okay, healing, balance, you know, some sort of modest approach, some sort of solution perhaps. But I'll take a deeper look on Friday, okay? I will take a deeper look. KT1111 how long has election interference been going on in the U.S.? Why have Democrats never challenged it? Are they complicit? No. Why have they never prepared for it or exposed it? That's not true. They've prepared for it. Republicans have spent years gerrymandering. Yeah, and that's what, see, that's the point, right? You said, why haven't they done anything? And that's not true. They've been doing things for years. And I think it's all about information and being informed on that. So there have been lawsuits and lawsuits to change gerrymandering, to change district voting, especially last year. There was nearly 100 lawsuits that the Democratic lawyer was working on, and he would constantly update on what was going on there, and they're still doing that now. So there's work being done. You just have to look and see what's happening. You just have to be informed. Listen, progress is slow. When you're dealing with politics and when you're dealing with government, it's slow. But it doesn't mean that people are just sitting on their hands doing nothing. And in terms of election fraud or cheating and why, they're not, I don't think the Democrats are complicit. Let's ask. Because the same could be said when a Democrat wins office. Did they cheat? You know what I mean? I get the frustration, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's ask. Are Democrats complicit in election fraud? Are they complicit in election fraud? You're saying no. Okay, back to neutral. Have Republicans cheated in every election? Have they cheated in every election? No. Okay. There has been loads of work being done. And it's not me caping, it's not me caping, but we got to be real, and we have to be, because you have your feelings, whatever you want to feel. But when you have your feelings, you got to be well informed, and you got to back it up with the correct information. And that's what's important about, someone could be like, well, what have they done? And you could look, and they could, and the next time, like when you talk about this topic, you could say, well, actually, these cases have blah, 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 and this is what's changed. Find out what has changed, Now where everyone is finally paying attention to this issue and finally paying attention to how our civil voting rights are being taken away from us, Black and brown people, and the poor, this has been happening even when Biden was president. So be informed, get informed about it, and see what you could do about it. Okay? Next question. There's actually some really good videos on YouTube about that and what's being done, and there's so much information out there you could access. Okay. Why have they never exposed? Republicans have spent years gerrymandering and stacking the courts and publicly laying out their plans. Look up what gerrymandering is, and look it up. Look how it started. It started way back when. Okay, look it up. Just inform yourself. Okay, I don't think some Democrats are not acting surprised. I don't think that. I disagree there. They're not compromised. You have to understand how it works first to really. I think you have to fully understand how it works, and I'm not saying you don't, but go back. It starts during slave times. Okay, so go back there. Start there. Start with Reconstruction, and then get back to me. Okay. All right. Thank you for your question. That was really good. I liked it. Next question. Amy N 9639. Will Social Security payments be impounded now that Musk has said that Social Security is a Ponzi scheme? He's a dummy. And he's going to jail. And Social Security offices are being closed. Thank you. I saw there's a lot being closed in Georgia. Those southern states. Okay. Shout out to my people who, are living in the South. Shout out to y'all. It's rough. Okay. Will Social Security payments be impounded? Will Social Security payments be impounded? No. There are a lot of federal workers who got their jobs back also. He's losing there too. No, it won't. I don't see that either. Yes, offices are being closed. Man, it's gonna be, let's see why it won't be impounded. Just give me a card. I'm gonna read on that too. I'm gonna read on that, the moon. There's one thing you do not do is mess with people and their money and their livelihood and the thing they worked for. And there's just, you just don't do it. One more. Give me one more, please, about why it won't be impounded. I should have looked up the word impounded, but I think I know what you mean. Temperance again. The moon and temperance. Healing. What is this one? Two of Swords. What's on the... And the Three of Wands. Something is going to come back into balance. Something hidden, perhaps, And the Two of Swords is here. I feel like they're not even going to know how to do this. They're not, the Republicans, they try to cheat, or they do cheat, but they also, I want you guys to remember how much they fall apart and fail with things. They don't know how to, you think the Democrats are weak, but they know how to govern. They know how to govern because they're smart and they actually care. For the most part, most of them, they actually care about their people. For the most part, they are who we got. Unless you could come up with a solution of who else is out there that can actually get stuff done. I'm not talking about the Green Party. Shout out to them, but they're even a part of our party, the Democrats. And yes, I'm a Democrat. So, all I know is when there's any president that's in there, people suffer. the vulnerable. But I do know that when there's a Democratic president, that things are easier, have been, and I mean easy on a relative level as a social worker. Things aren't shut down. There's more resources to be had. I ain't saying it's easy and people still don't suffer because the system is flawed. But they're not out in the cold fully. Okay? All right. Until then, and the system is fully reworked, completely different. Not in our lifetime, I don't think. Something's different is happening and coming. All these things, you guys ask like, well, why didn't they do this? Or why are they surprised? Or why? When you have a system, and I'm speaking from the perspective of a person who has been a part of many systems and has seen things that need to change, or something was disrupted because people on top or people in charge or just the people who are the workers didn't think about that. You get complacent and you don't think all the time 5 steps ahead until something falls apart. It's humanity. And you're like, oh crap, we need to put these safeguards in place because the world is on fire. I have to give them grace. You could be frustrated with them. I'm not saying that. But for me, I can't turn and look at them and point the finger at them when we got those people behind us who literally want to put us on fire. The Republicans will always get the blame for me, not the Democrats. Y'all could disagree with me. That's how I feel. They will always be the ones to hold the responsibility. And we could hold both parties responsible. I'm not saying that the Democrats are an angelic, grace from on high. I'm not saying they're free from criticism. I have so many criticisms for them. But not how they fight and not how they govern. But the face of Democrats have changed a lot from when I graduated undergrad. They're very... Anyway, I'm moving on from this question. Thank you for the question. It was a good one too. All right. Let me get off my soapbox. Okay. Okay. Next question. Oxford 17. Election Truth Alliance have released their 2024 election analysis, and it what? What did I do here? Did I cut this off? Okay. And it shows irregulations that match the Russian election and other European election and irregularities such as Georgia. It is called the Russian tail on a graph. Election Truth Alliance is taking this to the courts, seeking audits. I believe this is the first tangible evidence that Trump did not win. Will this be successful and become part of what takes Trump out of office? All right. Oh. called again? Election Truth Alliance. Okay. Will the Election Truth Alliance data be the data to expose Trump for election fraud? Will the election... Oh, it's saying maybe. It's saying maybe. Lots of maybes. The energy isn't quite there yet. Interesting. It will get there, I think. It will get there. Next question. Where are we with time? Okay. All right. Tawanda. You see my dyslexia? Tawanda H0206. Will Elon Musk be deported and jailed in countries due to election interference? Let's take a look. You guys, do you see how fast my hands move? I just had my pendulum. And now I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I gotta stop doing that. All right. What was the question? Oh, well, Elon Musk be jailed. Wait, hold on. I'm not ready. Will Elon Musk be deported? Will Elon Musk be deported? No. Okay, back to center. Will Elon Musk be jailed in a European country for election fraud? Will Elon Musk be jailed in another country for election fraud? Saying yes. Like the center. Will Elon Musk be jailed in the United States? Saying no. That's why I saw that too. It wasn't in America. All right, next question. C. Charles 4458. My question is, when souls pass on, like those you channel, do they still hold on to their nationality and race? Then if that is the case, how can reincarnation be real? Well, that's a deep question. Yes, they do. When I see them, at least when I channel them, they look like themselves. How can reincarnation? I feel like that doesn't, they aren't synonymous, that thing. It's like when we have past lives. I'm a black woman, and I was told one of my past lives is a Roman soldier, an Italian person, so I don't think that matters. I'm not sure that the two are the same. I see your question though. If they have passed on and you're talking to them, or if their souls have passed on but they're reincarnated, is everyone reincarnated? I don't know. That's something I have to look up. That's something I would have to like really think about to answer. Reincarnation works. I know that. I'm not sure if the question you asked in terms of someone's race and nationality is synonymous with that. There's a show I used to watch where it was about children who remember their past lives, like they were still that person. I forgot the name of the show. So I'm not sure if that, I don't know. I don't think they're synonymous though. So maybe the question is, reincarnation works? That has nothing to do with it? The answer, I mean? I don't have to think about that. It's tricky. But I think we're getting lost in the woods there. We're thinking too deeply on it. Okay. Coffee Bean 333. Who will stand up to him? Who will put it into the nightmare? The people. It will be the people. My guides, I understand this now. This is what I know now. That the people will be the number one persons, the collective, to stand up to him. That is what my guides showed me from the beginning. And I was like, when they showed me everyone marching, and I felt this power in my body, especially women, and I mean all women, all people. They showed me people marching, and I said, why are they showing me that? I ignored it. And he was inaugurated. But now the message is clear to me. That is us. We are the ones. They stole the election. That's what they wanted now. Will they do it again? It's too risky. It's too risky. I feel like it was a one-time deal here with that. Let's see. Let's ask. Will they try to steal another election? Will they try to steal another election? Saying no. I'm telling you, it was planned, but they weren't sure. That's what I see. That's what I see. I don't see the other end side of it, but I do see how we got here. It was planned and executed. And I don't see them doing it again necessarily because it felt like a one-shot deal. So that was crunch time for them. I'm going to look back at my old messages that Jesus said, the answer is in your messages. But to answer your question, it's the people. We will be the ones. We will be the ones. Okay? Are Trump, Vance, and Musk all in the pay of Russia, or at least knowingly working with Putin and Russia's interest? Let's look at J.D. Vance. We know the answer for Elon, and we asked for those two. Is J.D. Vance paid by Russia? Is J.D. Vance paid by Russia? Saying no. Okay, back to center, please. Does he know he's working in Russia's interest? Does J.D. Vance know he's working in Russia's interest? Yes, he does. Yes. He has no integrity. J.D. Vance. He doesn't. He didn't care about this country. Cares about his own interests and escaping his truth. Do EU troops eventually join the conflict, not as peacekeepers, but as actual support? I don't see that. I don't see that. They don't want that. Maybe if push comes to shove. Will European countries join Ukraine's conflict with Russia outside of peacekeeping? I'm saying no. Okay. They really don't want that. No. I'm sorry, that first question about Trump and Vance was CWUS 1665, and the second one was MT Theory 3. Okay. Next question is Nick 4800. Will he crash the stock market? Will Donald Trump crash? It went below 1,000, right? At 1,300, it crashed. Maybe that's his tower moment. Like I said, it's not looking good. Will the stock market crash because of Donald Trump? Will the stock market crash because of Donald Trump? Saying maybe. It's a maybe, guys, okay? I mean, the economy is in the danger zone right now. We're not quite in a recession. We're not there yet. This happens all the time. People are like, we're in a recession, when the stock market and the economy seems to be on very shaky ground, though. We could get there. We're not quite in one yet, though. Let's see if we'll go into a recession. We look to be close, but will we go into a recession? If he were to do the troop thing, we definitely would be in dire straits. Will our country go into a recession? Will our country go into a recession? Will our country go? Is saying maybe. That's what I feel too, maybe. Lots of maybes. Okay. Next question. Laura K. Hold on. Laura �KZEH9796. Hello, Laura. I always look forward to your videos. Thank you. My question is, will the military follow illegal orders? Well, that's relative, isn't it? Let's see. I'm sure they have in the past, but we don't talk about that. That's not for us to know. Will the military follow illegal orders? Will the military follow illegal? Saying no. Okay. Next question. Karen P8WWW. Have you thought of channeling Queen Elizabeth? Be curious to what she thinks about the orange one. No, I have not, because I feel like she has her own judgment to face and her own questions that need to be answered. But no, I don't think I feel like she didn't think about Donald Trump when she was alive and he was president. She's a queen, right? But was she that heavy in politics like that? I don't know. But no, I'm not interested in channeling her. Lucky Lady 57. Have you considered channeling Neville Goddard? Yes, I will channel him. Yes. He sounds very interesting. I looked him up. Next question. LA101366. Who will give the final okay to expose the election fraud and begin the process of removing Trump from office? I don't know. The people. I can't answer that. I don't know who specifically will give the final okay. Let's see what the will it be a person? Will it be the fraud? I don't know. I don't think we're there yet. I'm going to pull one card, one characteristic of this person. Let's see if something comes up. Ace of Wands is on the front. Ace of Wands. They told me to look. Ace of Wands. News. Two of Wands. Perhaps someone overseas. Bringing news. There you go. Someone from overseas. Okay. Ace of Wands is bringing in new, part of the Ace of Wands is, bringing in good news, heralding news, truth, And the Two of Wands is a card of overseas travel. So there you go. Next question. Karen P 3386. How is Biden feeling about the destruction 45 has caused to America and our allies within 6 short weeks? Although I haven't been watching the news since November, I haven't heard much from other readers about him. I did pull for him. I did channel him. My guides told me to channel him. He's very upset. I could tell you that in his energy. He's angry, but not surprised. And he said that he has eyes watching him more than ever before. And he doesn't know Donald Trump. That's what Biden said. I'm going to pull one card. Give me the most prominent feeling. Oh, this just flipped over. Interesting. Most prominent feeling about what he's doing. And this is what I'm saying. This is the Six of Wands, guys. A card of victory. And he said that yesterday. He's basically digging a hole for himself. He's being watched. Victory, success, marching in on your success. That's how he feels. Interesting. He is upset though. He's not happy what's happening, but there's something here that he knows when I channeled him. Go check that out. I channeled him yesterday and the story continues. Go check that out, okay? If you haven't. John R 3302. Thank you, Kim, for all you do. Thank you. Hello, John. My question is, what is it that most excites you and that you are looking forward to in the next 5 years? And then what do you fear the most? Oh, you want some revealing things, huh? The second part to this question is, how much do you ask your guides for help in handling either to get what you want most of in life or fear most in life? I ask because I wonder how much you walk your path alone versus how much you ask for help with the gifts you have. Love and light. Okay, thank you for sharing gifts. You're welcome. Okay, before I opened myself up fully, I didn't talk to my guides. I sort of somewhere in the last few years got very lost, I will say. When I started this back in 2017, 18, when I started to be interested in this and believe that it was real, I still didn't acknowledge my guides. And I want to say around 2020 is when I started to open up and connect with them, but not really. Didn't know their names, I felt their energy, okay, but it wasn't fully open or integrated. I was, but I was going through a spiritual awakening, and the catalyst was all this. It was COVID. It was the change my career was going through. I had just started my outpatient practice, and I was having, I was really truly on my own at that point. I wasn't working at an agency. I was a free agent, doing different things and home and all that stuff. Anyway, and so then the pandemic happened, and my grandfather was sick. He was dying, and that was the catalyst, so to speak. And in the midst of all of that, I was going through a transformation, a painful one, and that's when I really started. I really started a routine of doing readings and reading about what was happening with me and all that stuff. And that's when it started. But at some point I shut myself out from that. And I want to say 2023. I think after my brother passed, I just sort of, I knew something was happening. I knew something big was going to happen. And even in 2020, I remember before the pandemic, I was in the shower again, and I said, my life is going to change. I said it out loud, and I got very fearful. It scared me because it wasn't my body. It wasn't me speaking. I felt like I would speak someone else anyway. And then again in 2023, I felt the same thing. And when he passed, I just sort of like shut everything down. I detached completely from this work. And it wasn't until the election that I felt compelled to open myself and integrate fully in this. And so now I'm here, and my gifts are expanding. And when I started this again, I would talk to my guides every single day and greet them, and and now I don't do it. It's like they're just there. I don't have to say anything because they hear my thoughts. They feel my feelings. They're just there. They're like integrated in me. And so in terms of whether or not I ask them for things, I do ask. What I've always said about myself is that when I was younger, I would say, I'm so lucky. I've realized that I had this power, I would call it, and I would speak things out loud and say I want this, and it would happen. And now that I'm older, what I understand about myself is that I can manifest. I can manifest things. I can speak. I'm not saying this as, an arrogant way. Anyone could do this. But I know for a fact that I can speak something and focus all of the energy I have. It's like luck. It feels like. But it's not. It's power. My energy is very strong. And so I could speak something out loud and focus on it so much and just get it. I'm saying just get it like it's easy. No. I've noticed also that it's hard too. Like I have to go through some sort of thing, some sort of weird hardship to get to the thing. But it's getting easier a little bit. Okay? But yes, I know I could, it's my focus. And I know that when I see synchronicity numbers all the time, 1111, my birthday is 1111, 111. Someone told me, they were like, you're very lucky. You just have luck. I see it. I see it when I look at you. And I believe it. And I think this thing that I've went through this past, I want to say 3.5, 4 years, the second half of 2024 was okay for me. That's when things started getting lighter. But I was trying to figure out what I'm doing, where I'm going, questioning, my life path and all of that. And here I am. And so 5 years from now, I try not to think too far ahead because you never know, but I want to still be doing this. I want to be doing it even bigger. I no longer question, and this is most recent, I no longer question my ability to do this. I don't question my gifts. I can now say I'm psychic. With total comfort in my ability, and my guides tell me, you're doing so well, keep going. So I want to be doing this, still doing this, still doing therapy, perhaps a little differently. I'm not sure, really, honestly. I'm already starting to shift a little bit in terms of, I just, not that I don't enjoy being a therapist. I really do. I'm shifting there in terms of the type of clients I take on and the, type of energy where I want to put my focus in, which is trauma. It's my specialty, okay? But also integrating my spiritual practice into my clinical practice and having that balance there. Because I find that 2025, and I've always been outside the box with how I do this work, but I'm finding that we have to integrate this now, the spiritual piece, because more and more people are coming with more complex problems, and not everything is cookie cutter. I'm not saying therapy doesn't work. Absolutely not. Yes, it does. The theories that we use and the clinical practice that we use absolutely works. And we also have to start integrating different holistic parts of it as well. Okay? What do I fear the most? I don't think about fear anymore. I noticed, this is how I know my life has changed, is I noticed I was driving home on Saturday. I went to the mall, and a car backfired. It made like a gunshot sound. And usually in the past, that would have startled me so terribly. I was full of so much anxiety in the past, but I didn't even react. I just looked over, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was so amazed that I would jump. Everything would make me jump. I was that anxious. But I just looked over calmly. It was no reaction. And I said, oh, that is cool. And so I would be fearful and anxious about so many things, especially losing family members. That's a natural part of grief. You worry about your family and their health, and but I don't feel that anymore, because my guides, that's what they talk to me about mostly, is the anxiety. They'll say, it's fine, you're okay, your family's going to be okay. They reassure me, and that has helped me. So I hope I answered your questions. So do I ask them? I don't have a lot of fears anymore, because they're just here. They're like, my guides are here, and they're just like, it's very strange and different for me, I can say. I'm more confident. I respond. I've always been calm, but I don't know. It's just like I know is something has changed within me where I used to struggle a lot with depression and anxiety, and especially the last few years. I've been great, so much has changed because I opened myself up to them and to change and to healing, and yeah, so I don't have a lot of fear. I don't. I worry. Anybody worries. I'm not, infallible. I'm human, but I don't have a lot of fear, and I always know now, like, for some reason, when I need something, when I want something, it will come to me. Desiring and wanting something, it means it will come to you. Whether it's money, material things, I just have a strange knowing that, oh, this will be okay. This is okay. We'll be okay. I'm not just saying that, so that's where I am, John. Okay. Thank you for your question. All right. We're almost done. Next question. Kirsten, about the military, I answered that. Will you do... Okay, next question. Freebird897. Will you please read on Mike J? Sure, I could do that. I'll do that Friday. I'll read on him. He's very weak. And I'm not saying that in a judgmental way. He's weak. Energy is very flimsy. Not in a fading way, but just his personality, he's not strong. Next question. Okay. Lone Phantom 756. My question is this: how can we have a change for the better when the leaders have lost... Okay, they've lost their spine. I'm not going to get into that again. Okay? Y'all are mad. Some of y'all are mad at the Democrats and the leaders. I get it. But here's what I want y'all to do, okay? Sometimes, like, I get it. It's the natural reaction of humans to react with pitchfork and torches and, you're supposed to be here for us, and you said yes. You said if we voted, things will be okay, and you didn't put in protections. Like, I hear that, and I agree with that. We didn't have a free and fair election. And now I'm speaking on the other side of the anger I felt in the beginning. Like, how could they let this happen? I'm not saying I was never there or like I'm up on high. It's not that at all. What I'm saying is that we don't have time for that anymore. Get out your feelings. Honor them. And then shake them and say, you know what? Let me go to the Senate Democrats website. They have a newsletter that they post up things that they're doing every week. Okay, they update it. Same for the House Representatives Democrats website. Go there, read the information. I know that they just put the Senate, Chuck Schumer, put up the whistleblower website for federal workers when they see, and I'm like, they should have done that, but they have that there, but I think now it's different where there's a website where you could anonymously go to and whistleblow. So there are things that they're implementing. You just have to inform yourself, because we're at a breaking point here where my guides tell me, and the people I channel, the people who've been through this, in the civil rights movement, they say information is power. John Lewis said, who was in the civil rights movement, information is power. You have to know what's real and you have to know what's not. You have to inform yourself with history, with the law. I'm not saying you need to become an esquire, but the basics of it, what your rights are. But start with finding out what they're doing. Get out of the space of anger that paralyzes you and, makes you so upset and pointing the finger at someone who, I get it, but there's people behind us who they have their arrows aimed at us. And they're saying, we don't want y'all. We don't want y'all to live. We don't want y'all to exist. We don't want you to have rights. We're taking your rights and blame them. Good, blame them. Yeah, don't look at us. That's what they're saying. Okay? And so you have to inform yourself. And that's why, I have my own criticisms, like I said before. But I also know, things are moving fast and we literally do not have time. And this will be the lesson for us. And they're learning their lesson. This woke them up too. And the thing about it is that, like I said, they do know how to govern is the difference. They want to actually have government. And it's not perfect, it's imperfect, but they want a government and they want to help and they want to pass policies for the most part. And listen, there are policies that Biden supported regarding disabled people that I criticize all the time. We have a ways to go here with those policies. We have a ways to go. We do. With, with COVID and all those things. People are still struggling with that. But anyway, I'm not getting into it. But my point is that, yes, there are things that we can criticize them on. But we can't lay the blame completely at their feet. Okay? All right. Next question. Wait. Was that the last one here? Oh, man. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second. I feel like I don't know what I did. Okay, I'm fine feeling. I did that one. I don't know what I did. I think I'm confusing myself, but all right, this is observation 11. Hi Kimberly, do you have any additional insight on why the election interference wasn't called out before the 20th? I recall what you said, but other light readers say it's part of I agree with that, a greater sting operation, and some say it's because they're being threatened. They're not, no. I don't see people being threatened. You know who in the threatened by you know who in the cold bread country. Nah. Would love to see if you get a read on it from that perspective. Let's see. Threatening the Democrats, you mean? Why didn't they call out? Who threatening? He doesn't need them. He just needed Trump. And they have been calling out election interference. Is Putin threatening any Democrats regarding election interference? It's saying no. I think no, I don't think that. Like I said, this has to be irrefutable, the evidence. And like I said before, something came out that he couldn't do with Biden. Some information or something. And it feels like in order for things to truly change, this has to happen. And I do think he's being watched. And I do think he might be set up. Let's see. Okay. Is this a sting operation for Donald Trump? Is this a sting operation for Donald Trump? Well, it's saying yes. Okay. I'll look at that deeper. I like that question. I'll look at that Friday. Okay. Hey, don't come over here and knock that over, please. Go over there. Yes, thank you. Next person, KS 2024. I just was curious, when you channel Jesus and sat with him on the mountain, what did he look like, or was it more of energy? It was snowing a lot, but he had brown hair it's right above his shoulder. He had brown skin. He had a white robe on and a red sash. I think he visited us, I felt his energy is very strong. But that's what he was wearing. And we weren't sitting, it felt like, it's strange, right? Because we were sitting on a mountain, but he was sitting far from me. I had to look over at him. And he was a distance away. Not like too far, but he wasn't sitting directly next to me. Okay. All right. Natalie 5769 is asking about James Bond. Who will it be? A person of color, specifically Jean Renee Page from No. I feel like that's so controversial. I'm not British, though. I feel like I don't have much to say about it, but let's see. Hey, don't come over here. Don't do it. Scooter, go over there. Scooter. And he come over. He's going to get tangled in all of these. Scooter. Please go somewhere. He's under my table. I'm sorry, guys. He's looking for a treat. You have to wait. I'm almost done. 2 minutes. Will the next James Bond be a person of color? Saying no. Will the next James Bond be a black person? They're saying yes. Will it be the man from the Bridgerton? saying no. Okay. All right. Good question. Do you have any? Okay, this is Digital Dollhouse 22. Hello. Do you have any tips on programming a pendulum, or do you have to be psychic? No, you don't have to be psychic. We all have spirit guides. Connect with them. And you can test it by, like, you could test it and say, like I do, my name is Rachel. But, you know, talk to your spirit guides first and ask them to help. Put your energy in it, you know. Help them guide your energy with the pendulum. Okay. Last question. Rhonda R443. Will the wild... Hey, go over there. Go back. Thank you. Will the White House Easter egg roll be held this year? Easter Monday is April 21st. Will Biden and Kamala preside over the egg? Nice question. I usually work as a costume character. Let's see. Oh, will the Easter egg hunt in the White House happen this year? Will the Easter egg hunt? Oh, they're saying yes. Okay, back to neutral. Let's ask this question. Will Biden and Kamala preside over the egg hunt? Will Biden and Kamala preside over the egg hunt? It's saying yes. Okay. All right. We'll see. You know, that's what the energy says. Okay. All right, guys. That was it. 2 hours and 12 minutes. We got through it. We did it. This was a good one. Yay. We got through all the questions. Okay. We'll do this again next Tuesday. I'm going to do Let's Chat tomorrow, so check that out. And Friday will be The Story Continues. I'll be posting it. I think I said this already. I'll be posting the links of the Small Business Monday and community posts, so look out for those, okay? I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.